What if the future could send us a message? This is a story inspired by scientific possibilities, exploring what humanity might become on Mars. While fictional, it's rooted in real science and the challenges we may face as we reach for the stars. Greetings from the year 12,024. My name is Kale. I am not a ghost from your past, but a whisper from your future. I am what you might call a Martian, though not the kind you've imagined in science fiction. I am Homo Martianus, a descendant of Earth, reshaped and redefined by Mars. My reflective skin, towering frame, and expanded lungs might seem alien to you, but I carry within me the legacy of humanity. I've been sent here through time to share our story, not as a warning, but as a glimpse into what humanity becomes when it leaves the cradle of Earth. Traveling back in time was no simple feat. The Martian Council developed this technology by compressing vast amounts of energy and bending the fabric of time itself. It required precision beyond imagination. The resources on Mars are finite, and this journey was a significant risk. Yet I volunteered. Understanding our past is essential to shaping our future. Let me tell you how the Red Planet shaped us into something new. Roughly 1,000 years after your time, humans set foot on Mars, desperate to escape the turmoil of Earth. Climate change, overpopulation, and dwindling resources had pushed humanity to the brink. The Red Planet, though harsh and unwelcoming, represented hope, a chance for survival beyond the fragile bounds of Earth. Mars greeted us with a cold, barren landscape, bathed in deadly radiation and shrouded in a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide. The gravity, only 38% of Earth's, weakened our bodies, while the lack of a magnetic field left us exposed to cosmic rays. Survival was impossible without technology, sealed habitats, oxygen generators, underground bunkers. In those early days, we clung to these lifelines, unsure if our gamble on this alien world would pay off. At first, settlers tried to make Mars like Earth. They built domes, pumped carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and dreamt of terraforming. Massive orbital mirrors were deployed to reflect sunlight onto the polar ice caps, melting them to release water vapor. Genetically modified plants were introduced to produce oxygen. But Mars resisted. The atmosphere remained too thin, the radiation too strong, the gravity too weak. Terraforming failed to transform the planet. Instead, Mars transformed us. The first few centuries on Mars were a test of endurance. Underground cities were cramped, with narrow corridors illuminated by the faint glow of artificial lights. Water was extracted drop by painstaking drop from the atmosphere, and crops barely clung to life in nutrient-poor soil. Every moment was a battle for survival. Equipment failures, radiation leaks, and resource shortages were constant threats. Death was an ever-present shadow. Yet, adversity has always been humanity's greatest teacher. United by necessity, the settlers innovated relentlessly. Advanced recycling systems turned waste into water and air. Hydroponic farms were optimized to grow algae and other nutrient-rich crops. Slowly but surely, the settlers began to tame the Red Planet, creating a fragile but functional existence. But the challenges of Mars were not just physical. Isolation took a toll on the settlers' minds. Communication with Earth grew infrequent, and over generations, Mars became not just a home, but a world apart. People of Mars, your descendants and my ancestors, began to change in ways they couldn't have imagined. Mars began to shape us as much as we shaped it. The low gravity altered our physiology almost immediately. By the third generation, children were being born with elongated limbs and lighter frames, their bones and muscles adapting to the planet's gentle pull. Earthlings visiting Mars described us as fragile. Little did they know these changes were just the beginning. Our skeletal structure evolved to conserve energy in low gravity. Bones became lighter, yet denser, preventing the brittleness Earthlings once suffered in space. Our movements became graceful, almost weightless, a dance-like fluidity born of necessity. Earth's gravity now feels oppressive to me, a heavy force pulling at my hollow bones. Vision was the next frontier of evolution. Mars's dim sunlight and frequent dust storms demanded adaptation. By the 23rd century, children were born with larger, darker eyes capable of capturing every photon of light. My own eyes, jet black and enormous, allow me to see clearly in near total darkness. To Earthlings, they may seem alien, but to us they are essential. Radiation posed one of the greatest threats to early settlers. Mars, with its lack of a protective magnetic field, bombarded humanity with cosmic rays and ultraviolet radiation. Initially, we relied on radiation suits and underground shelters, but over time our bodies did what your technology could not. Our skin darkened at first, absorbing harmful UV rays. Over millennia, it developed a reflective quality, shimmering like polished silver under the Martian sun. Today, my skin glints with a metallic sheen, a natural armor against radiation. It's not just protection, it's a badge of our resilience, a mark of what we've become. When you look at me, you might be struck by my size. At over 3 meters tall, I tower over any human from your time. This isn't the result of genetic engineering or ambition, it's simply adaptation. Mars's low gravity allowed our bones to grow longer, our frames to stretch. What was once seen as a deformity is now our norm. Our size has reshaped how we interact with our environment. Scaling Olympus Mons, the solar system's largest volcano, is a challenge we now undertake for recreation. The heights that once intimidated us are now a playground, a testament to how Mars has expanded not just our bodies but our sense of possibility. The challenges of life on Mars forced us to rethink everything. Our society abandoned competition, wealth, and individualism. Survival demanded cooperation and resource sharing. Over millennia, these values became ingrained in our culture. Today, every decision is made collectively, guided by empathy and a deep sense of community. Our mornings begin in underground gardens, where artificial suns nourish not just crops but our spirits. Breakfast is communal, sourced from hydroponic farms that grow vibrant greens and protein-rich algae. Education is lifelong, with AI tutors teaching science, engineering, art, and philosophy. Leisure is equally valued. We play gravity-adapted sports and immerse ourselves in virtual realities that bring Earth's lost wonders to life. Mars didn't just reshape our bodies, reshaped our minds. The constant challenges of life on the red planet demanded superior problem-solving abilities, creativity, and collaboration. Over time, our brains evolved to process information faster and adapt to new situations with ease. Empathy became essential for survival. On Mars, we think not in terms of me and you, but us. Love is no longer an individual emotion. It flows through our entire society, binding us together. To you, this may seem strange, but for us, it is the essence of our existence. The challenges you face today, climate change, resource scarcity, conflict, may seem insurmountable. But if Mars taught us anything, it's that humanity can overcome anything. Your struggles are not the end, they are the beginning of transformation. Just as we found a way to thrive on Mars, so too can you find a way to heal and rebuild Earth. Look to the stars, not as an escape, but as a reminder of your potential. One day, Mars will be your home too, and when that day comes, know that we, your descendants, your legacy, are waiting to welcome you. Mars is no longer just a dream. It is a testament to humanity's ability to adapt, survive, and thrive. And as I stand before you, shimmering under the light of your sun, I carry a simple message. Humanity's story is far from over.
We are out there, and we are waiting for you.
This is not just a story of evolution, it's a testament to the resilience of humanity. Thank you for embarking on this journey with us. What do you think humanity will become in the next 10,000 years? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed exploring the possibilities of science and the future, subscribe to our channel for more journeys through time, space, and the unknown.